Hello, Canisius. I'm Dave Goodwin, and here are your weekly news. This past Sunday marked the 10-year anniversary of the fatal September 11th terrorist attacks. President George W. Bush, President Barack Obama, and Mayor Bloomberg all gathered in New York City in remembrance of those who perished on that fatal day. More than 10,000 gathered to see the newly built memorial on Ground Zero, which contains a wall of the names of those who died. On Monday, President Obama presented a speech to Congress to deal with America's worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. In his plan, he calls for tax hikes to pay for his costly American Jobs Plan, which would extend the payroll tax cuts for workers, provide more benefits for unemployment, and give tax breaks to a variety of employers, mostly small businesses. In this $450 billion plan, there would be an infrastructure resurgence and a vast hiring of teachers to help create more jobs. The GOP debate was held on Wednesday night at the Reagan Library. The hour and 45-minute long debate attacked issues such as Social Security, global warming, President Obama's health care, and unemployment. In local news, in Cheektowaga, a homeless man was charged with damaging 3 statues at St. Philip the Apostle Catholic Church, officials said. The damage is estimated at $21,000. Michael Taylor, 30, admitted to the ripping off of the faces of the statues and cited it on religious reasons. A major preservation conference is expected to come to Buffalo on October 19th to the 23rd. People are expected from all 50 states and several different countries such as France and Guam. These participants have signed up to learn about historic events all throughout Buffalo and western New York. Last Monday marked the 40th anniversary of a large prison riot in Attica. 43 people died and $24 million in settlements were given to the families of the inmates. A conference will be held at UB Law School to see how New York prisons have changed from that fatal event. In campus news, for the second consecutive year, Canisius earned its highest ranking in college history with the 20th spot in the North Division, according to the U.S. News & World Report's 2012 ranking of America's best colleges. Research Associate Professor James C. Ha presented a controversial speech at Montanti Cultural Center last Friday to present an overview of the challenges of using primates in biomedical research. The speech soon turned to chaos as a student was arrested for her protesting of the belief for her in animal testing. President Hurley addressed the Canisius community on Thursday afternoon, in which he announced the many changes facing Canisius. He noted that there was less revenue, which resulted in a budget shortfall, but said it could be easily managed. He also noted the more competitive nature of this incoming class and his great hope for Canisius' future. Here are some upcoming events. The next speakers in the Fall 2011 Contemporary Writers Series are Joyce Carol Oates and Stuart Onan. Onan, the author of 12 novels including Snow Angels and Last Night at the Lobster, will visit on Thursday, October 6th in the Grupp Fireside Lounge. Oates, the author of more than 70 books, novels, poems, and essays, and the winner of many awards, including the Nation Book Award for her novel Them, will visit on Monday, October 24th in the Montanti Cultural Center. The former New Mexico Governor Bill Richardson will be visiting Canisius on Tuesday, September 20th at 7 p.m. in the Montanti Cultural Center. This speech will be in part of the William H. Fitzpatrick Chair of Political Science lecture series. Seating is free but limited. Comedian Buzz Sutherland, named Comedian of the Year 5 years in a row, will be visiting the Montanti Cultural Center on September 25th at 7 p.m. This free event is being promoted by the Canisius College Student Programming Board. I'm Dave Goodwin. Those are your weekly news. And now back to Juan Parker and Donovan Griffin.
Wow, thank you, Dave Goodman. That was very awesome. I love the segment, and I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I guess it had to be good because he's a good man. Get it? Because Dave Goodman, last name's good man. All right. Well, next we have another new guy. His name is John Hayden, and big shout out to him. You know, he and Dave Goodman are just excited to be with CCTV this year. So this segment will be called International News, and it's coming to you right now. So take a look.
Check it out.
Hello, Canisius. I'm John Hayden with your international news. The president of the Russian Federation had to make a tough decision whether to address the tragic plane crash that took the lives of the Yugoslav hockey team or to inform the nation of his future campaign in the 2012 election. The president has not revealed any information regarding his future campaign. Russian hockey player Alexander Galimov later died on Monday from his fatal burns. New Libyan leader Mustafa Abdel Jalil addressed the citizens of Tripoli on the nation's new democratic government, identifying Islam as the nation's honored religion. An oil refinery was attacked later that day by forces loyal to Gaddafi. The Egyptian Al Jazeera news network, known for its recent coverage of the new Mubarak protests, was raided by police last Sunday for being unlicensed while posing a threat to national security. Over 100 Kenyans died this Monday in Nairobi after a nearby pipeline exploded, combining with several garbage fires, spewing flames over the city. Mexican president candidate Otto Perez Molina takes the lead after Sunday's election. The former general will face populist Manuel Baldizon in the upcoming November 6 elections. A French nuclear waste site explosion 20 miles outside of Avignon killed 1 worker and injured 4 others. Manager Oliver Isnard reported that no workers were contaminated and no environmental radiation levels had changed. The European debt crisis remains in the hands of German Chancellor Angela Merkel. Germany now must decide whether to allow Greece to default or to leave the euro allegiance. The Rupert Murdoch investigation will continue as a British parliamentary panel begins questioning his son, James Murdoch, who will be called after investigation with an executive at Murdoch's corporation. Floods in Pakistan have killed over 230 people since its start in August. More rain is expected for other parts of the country as well. Turkish Prime Minister Erdogan began his tour of Arab nations in Egypt on Monday. He hopes that his republic will appeal to Middle Eastern states as a future model of democracy. The American killers accused of spying in Iran may soon be released if they agree to pay a $500,000 bail. President Ahmadinejad has stated that they could possibly be released within a few days.
We are now going to focus on the sports aspect of CCTV with two new members of CCTV. We're going to have Jordan LaBarber and Steve Codd giving you some of the latest and some of the most updated information that they have gotten as far as sports are concerned, including some of the games that you all been anticipating all semester, the Canisius versus the Niagara games, and they have all the information that you're looking for right here, right now. So check out this segment, Griff Sports, with Jordan LaBarber and Steve Codd.
Hello and welcome to Griffin Sports. We can get all the latest news, scores, and information on all things Griffs. I'm your host, Jordan LaBarber.
And I'm your co-host, Stephen Codd.
The kangaroo himself. Well, let's dive right into the action with men's soccer.
Well, Jordan, the men's soccer team is still searching for that first win of the year, coming off a loss on Robert Morris on Wednesday that brought their record to 0-5-0. However, head coach Dermot McGrain did look at the game with optimism, saying that the first half was the best he's seen the team play all year. Canisius attempted a season-high 12 shots in the first 15 minutes and doubled the Colonials, so there is definitely a reason for the optimism in the area of men's soccer.
The women's soccer team also has reason to be excited, as they defeated Delaware State on the road 2-1 to improve the record to 3-2-1 on the season. The team led early due to a pair of first-half goals from junior Brooke Bendazian and freshman forward Maria Nelms. It is Nelms' second goal in the last two games, as she also scored the game winner in the previous game against Youngstown State. In the net, goalie Carolyn Robert posted 5 saves while only allowing 1 goal.
In other news, women's volleyball lost 5 in a row after falling to Kent State on Tuesday the 13th, 2-3. It was a good fight, but Danielle Braun, leading the Griffs, with 16 kills, along with junior Samantha Good contributing 15 kills. And now jumping over to men's golf, the Griffs won the annual Little 3 Championship at the Niagara Falls Country Club for the second consecutive year, beating out rivals St. Bonaventure and Niagara. The team posted a score of 619, 7 strokes ahead of the second-place Bonnies. Individually, junior Michael Craig posted a score of 150, 1 stroke behind individual champ Brian McKinnon, who shot 149 for St. Bonaventure.
And finally, in men's basketball news, the team has released its full schedule for the 2011-2012 campaign. The season will open on Sunday, November 13th at James Madison. Also, one of the more anticipated games of the season, the team will travel to Las Vegas, where it will take on UNLV on November 17th. The Griffs' home opener will take place on December 2nd at the CAC in a conference matchup with Iona. Fans will have to wait until January for the first of 2 highly anticipated matchups with Niagara, as the Griffs will host the Purple Eagles on the 19th, then play at Niagara on February 15th. The MAC Championship Tournament will run from March 2nd to March 5th this year at the Mass Mutual Center in Springfield, Massachusetts. Also, the team has announced its involvement with MAC.TV, an online broadcast that will air all of Canisius' home games, as well as select road and non-conference games.
And I don't know about you, Jordan, but I'm about to head to a lot of those basketball games.
As will I, Steve. As will I.
That's good. Well, that'll do it for this week's sports update. Join us next week for more great coverage of Canisius athletics.
Enjoy your week, and
go Griffs.
This has been CCTV Channel 98. This is Donovan Griffin, a.k.a. President Diddy.
And I am your VP, Juan Parker III, class of 2012, seniors.
He is the corniest guy you ever going to see, but we enjoy having this man right here at CCTV. And we're going to close out. Be sure to catch us next week, where we're going to be giving you guys more to expect. We're going to have some music. We're going to have some movies. We're going to be, and it is a special something that we're going to bring back to CCTV. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Next week, watch it, and you'll find out. Till then, stay warm, stay comfortable, do well in your classes, do well in the exams, because there's a lot of exams going on right now. So do well in those, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Take care.
Welcome to CCTV Channel 98. This is Donovan Griffin, aka President Diddy.
And I am your Vice President, messed it up. I can't say both. All right. Wow, thanks, Dave. That was awesome.
Wait, we'll do that again because I was.
Oh, right now?
Mm-hmm. What are you doing?
That's what I say.
Stone Cold face he's sitting there going.
You see, I'm waiting. I'm looking at the camera, wait for him to start.